10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and we're going. Let's start off at the house. Bombos. Not useful without a sword. Alright. I am playing as Breath of the Wild Zelda. She has gone back in time. She's going to save her ancestor, descendant. I'm not sure exactly how the timelines line up. Oh! Guards drop full magic. Okay. Well, if I find a sword, that'll be good. Yeah, that's the... People try to pitch, like, here's the unofficial timeline. Here's how I've figured out the games fit together. And it's like, no. Ooh, gloves. Gloves already. Okay. No, you haven't figured out the order of the games. You're just spitballing it. It's like Final Fantasy. They're a bunch of relatively unrelated games. Bombs. Okay. Yeah. It's a... I mean, the kingdoms all have, like... They have specific things that are like, this is a recurring theme. But they're also always different. A Link to the Past doesn't have, you know, the friggin' desert. There's no Gerudos. Hell, like, the first game just had a whole bunch of things that were just, like... The first game had a whole bunch of names that were just towns. They got borrowed for the movie, or for the rest of the series. Heart piece, bug net, flute. Glad I came in here. I believe that means Dark Cross will be a key. That's 3 items out of Hyrule Castle. Hopefully that's everything I need from Hyrule Castle. Finding flute, though, big deal. Especially because my next stop is the town. Via the forest, but still. Ow. Guard? How dare you? I am the princess. Alright, what's in the box? It is heart piece. Okay. Yeah, hell, maybe this isn't even Zelda saving an ancestor or a descendant. Maybe it's just Zelda saving an alternate version of herself. This is Zelda in Jet Li's The One. That's what's going on here. Yeah, I'll grab one of those hearts. I did get hit a little bit. Bush crab, you have money? No, you have health. Okay. And in here we have... 50 bucks. I did not mean to use the stairs. The pusher robot just would not relent. I had to go to the bottom of the stairs. For my own safety. Memes from 2001. God, no, it's even older than that. What year was all your base? The space robots are around the same time. 10 arrows. $2003. Sounds right. It's all a little bit of a blur. Ow. I'm gonna grab the safety bomb because 4 bombs is better than 3. Especially when I have no weapons. Other than potentially bombs. Anyway, the quote band that did the music for the All Your Base Are Belong to Us video, the Laziest Men on Mars, also did a little song called The Space Robot. No. The song was called The Terrible Secret of Space. And the space robots protect you from the terrible secret of space by pushing you down the stairs. Ooh, Sanctuary Heart. 20 rupees, 10 arrows, and more bombs. Okay. There's a heart piece. Honestly, I would not be shocked if Andrew Hussey had a secretsomethingawful.com account way back in the day. He's definitely that sort of person. I know Neil Cicerega had not a secret account, but an actual account. Everybody knew it was him. Likewise with H-Bomber Guy. Ooh, shield? Okay. We're decked out like Captain Britain here. There's our sword. And there's another sword. Alright, so good news, we have the Master Sword. Just a hidden in the village well. That's great. I do not have money to go deal with the bottle vendor, so I'll have to come back to him. For 10 arrows. Oh my god, give me money though. I need that Skrill. Oh, well, bottle means I can go talk to the sick kid. Heart piece. Alright. What's in your bottles? Oh, just hearts. Kid, if you're sick, just go up and get the hearts from under the pots. Oh my god, that kid's parents are holding out on him. I was gonna say, I don't know why Skrill is my go-to for, like, a stand-in for money. But I do know why. It's a holdover from my friend Bex. 50 bucks, gimme. Wait a minute. I forgot to activate the flute. Alright, I'm gonna check what's at the foot race. Full heart container. I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, basically when we were in university together, that was his go-to for, this is money. So. Friends lingo can very easily influence your terminology. Hell, anything can. I know you've never read it, but you are probably aware of just how much of an influence the dialogue in Achewood has had on me. It's a thing. That might be my fault, I don't know. Before I go up the mountain, I'm going to check South Shore. Anytime I end a sentence with "and such," that's Achewood. I do think I will... You were going to draw something that's forced its way into your lexicon. You ended up spending all the day playing Fallout and helping a friend with the thing. Yeah. I'm gonna go this way. I do feel that sometimes the time just goes away, you know? You're like, I'm working on things, and then you're like, oh, I could swear there was a day. Excuse you? They don't usually do that. I was getting ready to shoot them all with bombos, and then he just came at me. Okay. Oh, there's 300. Okay. 10 arrows. 20 bucks. Alright. Oh, I have enough money for Zora. Day only just started around 2 p.m. Yeah. I mean, hell, I do that on the weekends. I 100% get that, too. I mean, you remember when I was between jobs, I was extremely reversed in my sleep schedule. Mostly because that is my natural inclination. I'm gonna get these rupees. Yeah, but like that's how I roll. If I am left to my own devices, my sleep will roll back around to like going to bed at 4 a.m. and then getting up at noon. And sometimes even further. It's just the way I'm coded, because it is my job to protect the tribe from wolves at night. We do not yet have the Moon Pearl. No. So rather than going and dealing with Bottle Boy, I am going to just go straight to Zora like this. Just the bad wolves. Some of them domesticate themselves, and then they are friendly wolves. Like White Fang. Which I don't know if that's a thing that people in America are aware of. Full heart container and 10 bombs. Okay, that was a little useless. And like the question is made even more difficult by the addition of, oh god, there's Tempered Sword. The addition of, do even Canadians still know about White Fang, or is that like a property from the 80s that people have forgotten about? Now, White Fang's even older than that. It's just White Fang had a cartoon back in the day. All right, let's Alright, you can't summon the duck in here. White Fang is familiar, but you do not recall more. White Fang is a wolf. A white wolf that is friendly and lives up in the Yukon. Imagine a Feral the Littlest Hobo. I gotta check Desert too. Yeah, a Feral the Littlest Hobo who was also a wolf. I don't know. And he had a cartoon back in the 90s, and it was okay. One of those Nelvana gigs, you know the company. If you watched a cartoon that was produced in Canada, decent enough chance it's an Nelvana show. This is Boomerang. Okay, well, Boomerang's not a bad find. I can check Stun Prize now. And our next stop will indeed be up the mountain. It's a little bit silly that I dipped out now, but, yeah. On the off chance that I find the hookshot in there, it's worth doing it. Lol. Rescuing old man. Yeah, I know he also had, like, a live-action movie is sometime in the 90s or late 80s, because we had it on VHS. I don't know that I ever actually watched it, but, like, yeah. Somehow, and I don't know how they managed this, my parents got their hands on, like, screener copies of a few weird movies. 10 arrows, thank you, old man. Ow. Like, I know we had White Fang. I we might have had Dick Tracy, and we had something that I have never heard anybody else ever talk about. It's from like 1989 or something like that. It's called Mr. Destiny, and it stars Jim Belushi. Bombs on top of Spectacle Rock, and inside is $5. Alright. Well, we may as well have a look in the Dark World. What's Zelda turn into? Right, this thing. Alright, what we got here? Okay, Ice, Swamp, and Turtle Rock are dungeons we do not need to do. Which means all of our Light World dungeons are fair game. Alright. We'll be going to my house then. And my next stop is going to be Sahasrara, I guess. See what the old man's got. Yeah, Mr. Destiny, he's like... There's a really good concept present in the film that I feel could be used for a much better property. I'll put it that way. It's a movie that stars Jim Belushi. Of course it's not great. But I think it's been a while since I watched it, but I think there's a guy who's like he's a bartender, and I think he's played by Michael Caine. What do we got here? $20. Shovel. Full heart container. Okay. Yeah, I think Michael Caine is the bartender. So Jim Belushi's character has like a bad day. And so he goes to this bar to have a drink after work to cool off. And he basically does the It's a Wonderful Life. He's like, everyone will be better off without me. Well, I shouldn't even be here. And so Michael Caine makes him a drink that lets him experience what the world would be like if he never existed. So, yeah, basically that. The drink, like, changes his destiny, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, it put this idea in my head, and I have no idea how I would ever do anything with it. Of, like, what would happen? Like, a story where, like, the Fates ran a bar. And you got your fortune told by getting a drink from them. You know, instead of pulling a thread off of a wheel, they are pulling a drink. That's what it's called when you pull the thing, right? I don't have hookshot. I gotta go up. Yeah, serve a drink. Except it would be, you know, the three fates. I don't know. Like I said, it's a part of an idea that I have no idea what would ever be done with it. At this point, I think adaptations of Greek myths are probably a little bit gauche. We're about to get Christopher Nolan's Troy, which kind of bland looking, but it is what it is. Piece of Heart is with a great fairy. Alright, I think that means Pyramid Fairy. Map. God. Alright, the 50-50. We have one more item over here. If this chest over here is the bow, then I can finish this dungeon. If the chest over here is not the bow, then I gotta leave. Bow is required to beat the dungeon. And 10 arrows. Alright, well, that's kind of close to a bow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I hate that this is the option I'm presented with. Guess who's going to Hyrule Castle to check those last 3 items? I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, it's an artifact from my childhood, but it was also a movie that was way too adult for me to watch. Not in terms of like there's adult content in it, but in terms of like this is a weird movie for a kid who's like 8 to watch. It's just we didn't have a whole lot of tapes, you know? So I'm like, I don't know, I have a weird... Yes, it's advanced, yes. That's a much better word for it. I don't even know if child me thought it was good. I just thought it was neat. I don't know that child me knew what a good movie was. Bombs. Okay. Oh, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. I don't have a lamp yet. Oh no, you know what? Hey, will this kill you? Big key. Alright, what's in the box? Bombs. Okay. Alright. I have one more check. Oh my god, I'm last locationing this. Last location is when you completely run out of other checks to do. And the last thing is your progress. So I'm reasonably sure that this is the last check I can do right now. I'm all out of other options. I'm pretty sure all I've got available to me is the dig spot. So this will be either a bow, or the book, or the mirror, or something. No, it's not. It's not. What the... I may have made an error. In fact, what was on the library ledge? I don't remember if I grabbed this or not. Was it a little bit of money? It must have been some money, because I grabbed it. Alright. I have a thought. It's half-baked. Oh boy, I don't like this thought. I did not buy the bottle vendor's goods. And now I don't have the 100 rupees. That's okay, we can farm this stuff real quick. I think there's red rupees in here. I may have been mistaken. Okay, alright, I know where there's rupees. Let's go talk to the rupee farmer over here. Hey, what do you drop? Heart. Oh my gosh. Bush crabs are also just health. I don't need that. This guy should have the money that I need. God. I can't even believe that. Also, this guy's door doesn't make any sense. Exiting from the inside, it goes straight out. But inside, it's a cave. There's like stairs down to it. What the heck? Alright, what do you have? The mirror. Okay. Back up the mountain. Let's talk to the old man and get our health back, and then we're going to go do Tower of Hera. And unfortunately, we have to do Tower of Hera the honest way, because we don't have a hook shot. No hookshot means I actually need to do the dungeon legitimately. I can't just do Herapod. Which is a shame. We all know I love that trick. It's so weird. I just tried to dash. You can't dash while you're bunny beamed. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, what do we got here? Fire Rod. Nice. That is one item. Tower of Hera, of course, only has 2. Are you the big key? No, you're a small key. Alright, we're going into the basement. I messed that up. Didn't mean to drop bombs. Well, that's what I get for styling a little. God, I think the last time I checked, Mr. Destiny might be on Disney+. I think it's technically a Disney movie. The packaging makes me think that it was a Buena Vista release. Which was their, like, home video department. There's our big key, back to the front door. If you recall, the old America's Funniest Home Videos starring Bob Saget, that was a Buena Vista production. I remember that. I don't know why. It's stuck in my head so firmly. It really was. And, like, I know you couldn't do it today because it's just YouTube, but, you know, you know what? I bet that probably could be done today, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's just YouTube, but, like, having somebody actually curate the algorithm for you? Oh, the book! Okay, well, that's both items out of this place. Yeah, having somebody curate the vines for you. You know, it's like on Tumblr when you see people posting, "These are my favorite vines." You know it's probably going to be a collection of things that are decent. It did go until sometime in the mid-2010s. That feels exceptionally late for that show. Oh god. The host from the Hollywood Squares reboot. Moldorm! I remember after Bob Saget stepped away and they, like... Was there another show that was like that, that had Dave Coulier as the host, or did he take over hosting duties? I think there may have been another show that was just very similar called America's Funniest People. I should not be charging my sword up. Because I just need one more hit. Yeah, it's like when they brought back Family Feud and they were like, okay, here's Louis Anderson. Okay, here's Richard Karn. Okay, here's Steve Harvey. And then Steve Harvey stuck. Alright, well we have the fire rod now, so that's something. We got the book too. I'm gonna check the pedestal. Not pedestal, this thing over here. This obelisk thing. Tablet. A single arrow. Sweet. Alright, Desert Palace, here we come. We're clearly next on the agenda, because I got the book, so I can get in. Zelda praise catches fire. Alright. Oh, that sounds like him. Oh, classic Bob Saget. Yeah, well, like, that's the thing is, he was a nasty man before he was on the show. And then, like, he went up on there. There was an episode of The Simpsons where Chief Wiggum, name blanking, he was like hiring Lisa to babysit, and he had tickets to go see Bob Saget, and he thought he was going to see Bob Seger. And when it was pointed out to him, he was just like, "Oh man," and I'm like, okay, he thinks that he's gonna get like incredibly tame comedy. But that's not what Bob Saget was about. There's our big key. Alright. We got the Moon Pearl too, so that's going to be handy. I will say this much. I've seen The Aristocrats, and yeah, he does a good job with it. And our hammer. Okay, that's Dark World access. Desert Palace is just 100% about the Dark World, I guess. Yeah, Moon, Pearl, and Hammer. With that, I am able to get into the Dark World over by the swamp. I do not remember what you were. Let's grab it. 10 arrows. I will also always remember that Bob Saget appeared in a Lonely Island track, Rollin' with Saget. And he did not disappoint. I love the collabs they were able to get. What a fun group. I wonder what Andy Samberg is up to now that he's no longer doing Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, that's been over for a minute. Probably cushy writing gigs. I mean, yeah, that would be fair. I mean, I think he was the head writer on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so... It was a very popular show. No, I screwed it up. Okay. There we go. I know, Akiva Schaffer also from Lonely Island, was one of the co-writers on the new Naked Gun movie, which was really good. So, clearly they know what they're doing a little bit. I wonder what the third Lonely Island guy is up to. You know, T-Pain. Hey, you know, when you don't have writing chops, why not, right? Okay, we're going in here. I'm going to check Hype Cave. Stop number 1, Hype Cave. Stop number 2, Bombos Tablet. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. He appeared in a Lonely Island video. Ooh, Red Cane, we need that. Alright, nothing good in Hype Cave but Red Cane is essential. I guess for Misery Mire. That's it. Ooh, slow cooker chicken. Oh man. We have an Instant Pot, which does do slow cooking stuff, but I don't fuck with it. I should sometime, though. It's, you know, fire and forget. That's fair. I will give you my cookie recipe in return. Alright, oh, armor. That's a good find. Okay. I don't want to just flute away. In fact, I want to maintain my thing. Here we go. Funny part is, they're not even, like... It's not even my recipe. It is, you know, patented Skinner Burger's old family recipe. Yeah, this was a thing. Stumpy gives me heart piece. My aunt used to make Christmas cookies for the whole family back in the day. And, well, one year that stopped happening for the obvious reason. So a couple of years back, I was like, you know what, I have the recipe for these cookies. Why don't I make them for people? $20. I no longer need money. We're going to the dig game. So yes, I am doing family tradition as best I can. I don't freeze the dough, I do refrigerate it while I'm making. Dig spot, here we go. Basically, I will make one batch, put it in a bag, put that in the fridge, and then make a second batch. I assembly line these cookies, basically. Bombs! That's not what I wanted. Alright, well... the good news is... I can do other things. Alright. But yeah, no, the frosting that she used to use on the cookies was, like, harder than the frosting that I end up making. So I think she may have just used maybe royal icing on the whole top? I don't know. It's hard to say. I have hammer. Let's go into the Village of Outcasts. Why not? I can clear Thieves' Town. Where's my hammer? There it is. Alright, I will avoid Skull Woods for the time being. There's only 2 items in it, and the reward is... no, it's a crystal. Never mind, I'm going to do Skull Woods. Why did I think it was a pendant? Okay, we'll start at the back, Skull Woods from behind. Perhaps I should have done Thieves' Town first, because I could have also looted the town and found anything else of value in there. You know, additional health, potions, another sword, something. There's room for all sorts of value here, but I did not get any of it. Alright. Now we are in a position where I'm going to check the Master Sword pedestal. It's Quake. Oh my god, this might be a pedestal seed. It depends on what Misery Mire it requires to get into. If Misery Mire requires Quake, then I need to do every dungeon. I'm going to go get this chest down here first. Now the good news is, I didn't need to do... I didn't need to do Aghanim at least. So if it is a pedestal seed, then I at least don't need to worry about Aga. Flippers! Huge! Huge find! When I go get the catfish, I'll be able to use those flippers to go get the tempered sword. Genuine big deal. Hey, Gibdo, come on down. I am hoping that they drop magic. Please drop magic. They did not drop magic. I like to conserve my magic as best I can, and I did a bad job of it right there. And he didn't even have magic on him. Please tell me one of you has full magic. Fairy? Don't mind if I do. Alright. I'll grab that health because I did get hit. Yeah, I know I gave my pal Knight the biscuit recipe I have the other day, but I didn't give him the cookies. I gotta do that. I did promise him that cookie recipe. Ow. Ah! I'm drinking red potion right away. Alright. I didn't need to drink the red potion. It's fine. Alright, so we still need one more item out of this stupid dungeon. The good news is, now I just go back through the dungeon until I find it. I mean, hell, I can check the red... there's a chest that is locked behind a door with a switch. And I can check that super easy using the red cane. It is right over here. Watch as I do this, though. I step out, right? Then I step back in. That way, small key, I can use the mirror and go straight to the door. Is that faster? I don't know, actually. It's got a little bit of novelty to it, though, so I like it. Okay, let me go in here. What's in this box? It's the small key, alright. Then I need to go left. Are you the big key? You're not, you're the map. Alright, that means you are the big key. Wah! I'm not good at this bomb jump. Why am I trying this bomb jump? Oh, I got it. Alright. There's my second item. I wound up opening all the chests anyway, other than that one that I know isn't a thing. Okay, next stop is Thieves' Town. I'll check the other things over here after the fact. Actually... I drank my red potion. I may as well grab a fairy while I'm here, right? First thing, I'm going to check the C-shaped house. Which gives me 20 bucks. Slurp that fairy. Indeed. Oh my god. I know at least some of the audience saw earlier. There's an artist from our World of Warcraft. Ooh. Titan's mitts. Extremely useful. I need those. There's an artist from our World of Warcraft community who has suddenly become also kind of YouTube influential because she's doing videos about housing. Now that player housing is a thing. And she put out a video earlier about the best use of dyes. Because we have dyes in the game. Oh yeah, you didn't know that was, yeah, MegaArt, I believe, if not on Wyrmrest Accord, just straight up, it plays... I don't know if she's in our circle necessarily, but, like, she is of the community, you know? But also, I wouldn't be shocked. I have had this, like, revealed happen to me so much. Now that I think about it, yeah, no, she was also involved with the Interlude comic, so she's definitely on our server. If not Wyrmrest, then Moonguard. They're basically the same server. Anyway, so she put out a video today about how to best use dyes in your Warcraft house. There are 3 more items in this dungeon, and I haven't found any of them. Okay. Yeah, and there was just... She was going over, like, dyeing different bottles. Because, like, if you make the bottle item, you can change the color of the liquid in the bottle by using a dye. Which is fun. And then she turned it white and put a pony in it. And I'm just like, I know what that's a reference to. Oh, absolutely cursed. I love it. That hammer dash was actually really nice. I'll have to remember to do that. Ah, don't touch me, lizard. Oh my god. Yeah, no, she does good art too. So, like, she's clearly multi-threat. I don't know what you call it. I know triple threat is when someone can, like, sing, dance, and act or something. So, we know she's got at least 2 things going on. What's that? We know she's at least the Lilu Dallas multipass, right? I do not have small key yet. If small key is in this chest, then I go get big key. Or big chest. Hey, give me that. What do you got for me? Small key. Alright, we're going to the other chest. Tempered sword. Okay, that means we know where the gold sword is. I'm going to get that gold sword. Here's the plan. Since I've already done the dig game, I don't need to go south. So I'll go north. I got the flippers so I can also loop around and also include the catfish in my checks. This is my plan. It's a good plan. I like it. Excuse you? You weren't supposed to do that. Alright, what do you got for me, man? Heart piece. Alright. And a crystal. I do need to do the brewery. I'll go get the brewery item. And I can do the hammer pegs. And I can rescue the blacksmith. There's actually a lot of things I can do. I forgot for a moment that I'd also picked up the Titansmiths. Okay, step 1, brewery. Which is more of a fan name for this house than anything else. Just because it has kegs and a stove. Bloomerang. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go get the guy first. This is indeed a Zelda sprite. Hello, welcome on in, Nova. Rescuing a frog. Yeah, this is Breath of the Wild Zelda. It's just she's wearing green because I picked up the second level armor upgrade. Normally, it makes Link's armor blue, but since she started as blue, she went green. We have not yet found the magic powder, so I can't do the magic bat. I could if I found the mushroom, but I don't have that either. 10 arrows. You guys... They don't even have arrow-making equipment. They're blacksmiths, not Fletchers. They're regifting. They could make the heads, I suppose. I'll grab it. Okay, so the temptation now is to get the purple chest and take it to the guy. I guess I'll do that. Because I don't need to go around and do smith chain, I just need to do this. So I will take this chest to the guy, I will then fly back, and then I'll go north from Kakariko. If it weren't so fast to do this, then I wouldn't. $1. So good. Whole dollar. Actually, before I do anything else, I'm checking this. This is going to be key data. If this dungeon requires Quake to get into, then I need to do... Oh no, it's an all dungeon seed. I need to do all of the dungeons because Quake is locked behind the pedestal. There's bombs. Here's 20 bucks. Oh my gosh. I can't remember the last time I had a pedestal seed, but here we are. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't know how many other people would have thought to check that. But it does mean I just need to do any dungeon I can. 20 bucks, I don't care about that. Alright. I need a bow. I need a bow to do 2 dungeons. Have not found it yet. Let's get into the Dark World. Go get our gold sword. Bother a catfish. Go see what's on Bumper Ledge and in King's Tomb and on Graveyard Ledge. There's a lot of things north of the village that people don't usually think about. Because it's a little bit less glamorous than Smith Chain. Ow. Just looking at this one because I can't actually get this item. Let's find out. What do we got up here? Up here we have $1. A whole $1. I don't need that magic. That was weird. I bonked off of a ledge that I should have been able to jump down. Okay, step 1. Graveyard Ledge. I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but I get that. It's a very, very different game from the other Zeldas. Likewise with the sequel, Tears of the Kingdom. Most Zelda games are fairly linear. Go to the place and do the thing. Both of those games are just sequence breaky as hell. 20 bucks. Alright. Catfish, you are my only hope. You hate Tears of the Kingdom even more. I can get that. And I know that you're not in bad company here. If I recall correctly, I believe Darling Hypna here may also not be a fan of those games. Let's go, let's go. I know you never played them, but I recall you saying that, yeah. I recall you saying you had some issues. See, okay. Basically, they give you a bunch of... In most Zelda games, you get, like, tools that you use to solve problems. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, most Zelda games, you get tools to solve problems. You get the mirror shield to deal with the beam things that shoot lasers at you. Oh, well, I did need that. Oh my god, Steve already forfeited. And now he unforfeited. Okay, good. It's only been an hour, dog. I get that the first half of this the first half of this seed has been extremely frustrating because that's all this stuff you want. Anyway, so you get tools in order to solve problems, and in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, you don't get tools so much as you get powers. And the game basically just wants you to use your powers in ways that are, like, not necessarily obvious. It feels very different. Okay, well... I know this is a ped seed, so I'm just gonna go do Ice Palace now. I'm gonna check the guy under the bridge, actually. Step 1. Bridge Hobo. Fire shield over there, okay. Breath of the Wild sucked for those reasons. Tears of the Kingdom sucked because everything you did in Tears of the Kingdom may as well not. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's a sequel. The stakes always get a little bit reset with a sequel, right? Bridgeman has $50. Alright. I know the game, like, opens up with, like, Link and Zelda are off doing an adventure, like an archaeological dig or something, and, they find Ganon on the dig, and he, like, takes Link's arm. So that's a thing. And, like, I know that the main focus in Tears of the Kingdom wound up being, like... It wound up being even less about, like, the weird powers you get, and more about building things. All the problems in Breath of the Wild would have been fixed if they waited a few more years, because all the Sheikah tech just disappeared, I guess. I guess Hyrule had its own Bronze Age collapse. It's a thing that happens sometimes. Alright. Compass. Ice Palace has 3 items in it. Let's see if I can find them. Ow. Didn't mean to take that hit. Boy, I feel like I've been here today already. That's too far. God damn. Okay, this looks good. Just move it 1 pixel to the left. Or 2. Sure, that could happen too. There. Alright, we're through. I used half my magic meter, but there we are. Well, there's one item. Which also, all the Sheikah tech being gone is stupid poopy stuff too. Like, people ask devs and they're like, oh, it just turned to dust, lol. Well, yeah. Oh, the Sheikah just completely installed in all of their products. This message will self-destruct. Inspector Gadget-ass tablets and whatnot. Right? I need to go down here, I think, in order to check iced tea. Wait, no. This is a return path. Ow. Yes, planned obsolescence. Yes, clearly Hyrule's Steve Jobs responsible for this. Map. Okay. We have the big key, so I'm bombing the floor and I'm going down. powder! Good news! Bats back on the menu, boys. I feel as though, and then a bigger problem came along, is extremely common though. God, I actually need to go around. I don't have the hook shot. I gotta walk. Okay, there we go. It wasn't as bad as I made it sound like it would be. No! Ah! Getting beat up by an anti-fairy. I hate it. To be fair, Zelda games always have the same problem. I'm going to use my key to go in here. Like, here's Ganon, all ready to screw you up again. Oh good, the guy's gone back into the wall. I can safely do this without him running at me. Will any of you drop magic? That would be very helpful. No? Okay. Guess I'll have to make do with that. You know, it'll be fun. I have Gold Sword. What am I saying? Instead of spreading evil goop named Malice, he spread evil goop named Gloom. Yeah. Totally different guys. No, you're supposed to go in the corner. There we go. The slowdown. There's my bow! And the green pendant. I can actually turn that in while I go do Palace of Darkness and Eastern Palace. God, I need the lamp before I want to do... Well, I suppose I can do pod without the lamp. I am capable of that, it's just annoying. Alright, take me away, Calgon. Alright, here's the plan. Dark World. I will approach the Palace of Darkness, and I will use the mirror to strategically enter the Light World. And also get hit a bunch where I don't need to. I'll take that. But yeah, no, it is still Ganon who's the issue. He's just got like a different motive, and also like... It's kind of a different Ganon. I don't know. It's always a different Ganon. It's a whole situation. He's weird. I don't know why they'd give us a new magic hand instead of being like, oh, a new feature on Yashica Slate has been discovered. It's Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts mode. Blue bottle. Okay. We got a new magic hand, presumably because Rauru is keyed to creation or something. I don't know. It's a weird design choice to give you a goat's arm. I will confess that much. Alright, Kiki, open up the dungeon. Yeah! See, that's the thing. They split Ganon in two by dehydrating him. All of the goop went into the first game, and then the dried out husk left over was in the second game. It makes perfect sense. Okay, so the good news here is I'm just going directly to the boss. Ooh, full health. Don't mind if I do. I still don't have lamps, so I'm not technically supposed to be able to do this yet. But I'm going to use the fire rod to illuminate this room. There we are. Now I can see. So we exit. No, yeah, that's fair. Look, there's games I have a dislike for too, and other sorts of media as well. It doesn't always have to be rational. We can have fun talking about it. Stalfos, please die. You are supposed to be dead. Alright, let's grab some arrows to replace the arrows we shot, and let's go fight these knights. Not on ice. I'll take that. I think Breath of the Wild was made worse by Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, I mean, like you said, you feel that it just completely negated the ending. I get that. Maybe they expect you to read it as, like, here's chapter 2 sort of thing. Okay, well, this one's going to be a red crystal. That's fine. How do I still not have the lamp? What the hell? It must be in the Swamp Palace. That must be where it is. There's the map. Okay. Finding the map there means I'm going this way. You would think the girl with dragon autism would love the game where eating a stone makes you a dragon. Yeah, well, you know. Maybe that makes it worse. All the small things stand out and you hate it. Gib arrows. Yeah, you love the media, so you want the best of it. Yeah. Compass. What do we got over here? Small key. Oh boy. Pod really is proving to be the mullet today, isn't it? Small key. God, I'm probably just going to get another small key from this chest, but on the off chance I don't, it might be the big key. It's not guaranteed, it just usually is. Small key. Alright. I swear my brain just put in my head all the small keys. I don't know the rest of the words to the song. If the next Zelda is Breath of the Wild style again, I'm giving up on New Zelda. Yeah. I mean, would they do a third one in a row? Maybe? I mean, how well did the last two sell, right? Like, you know what? It's probably not even accurate to call that, like, in a row. Because I know we also had, Crypt of the Necrodancer. Which is technically a mainline Zelda game. There's our big key. And another blue bottle. Ooh. Sold extremely well. Well, yeah, no, two in a row like that feels like the most of what they do. You're a small key, aren't you? I thought about what I was doing for a minute and realized that had to be a small key. Which means I am now faced with the unfortunate reality of I need to do this room in the dark. Alright, let's kill these guys. See if we can't make our way over to the chest up in the top here. 10 arrows. I am thinking about the layout of the room. The parts of it that always screw with me. Ooh, red mail. Oh man, Stream Boo's got some competition. Thank you. Half magic. Oh my gosh, look at me. I'm chalky. Alright, well, we don't have lamp, but I am capable of doing this. It's just annoying. If I take a bunch of damage and begin to die, I do have 2 blue potions and a fairy. Yeah, we got new bots. They're like fighting for gang turf here. Red cane, you are faster than pushing a block. Got our arrows back. And fire an arrow into the eye, and while that shudders, I'm gonna have a drink of water. Okay. It's our last locked door. You didn't drop anything for me, that's fine. I believe there is a torch right in front of me. Not in front of me. Okay. Alright, good news, we're done. Oh god, that sucked. Okay. Now, 17 hits on his face. Do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, ow, 17. And with the gold sword, I just hit him in the face a few times, and he's dead. Alright, what do you got for me? Heart piece. Alright, give me that last crystal. See, we got the results from Wordle. Alright, well that's those two dungeons, which means now I just need to do the last two pendant dungeons. Turtle Rock and Swamp Palace. God. I almost flew out of here. I'm not flying out of here, I gotta check Pyramid Ledge. Oh my god, it's one of the most obvious places in the game. It's right out in the open. I could have gone there the second I got into the Dark World over here. If my lamp is on Pyramid Ledge, I could have had lamp for that whole stupid dark room. The two stupid dark rooms. I did two stupid dark rooms. We will see what we see. I think I'm basically in go mode, though. Other than that lamp and Quake. 300 bucks. Alright. Alright, not so bad. Not so bad. Let's get out of here. I am going, I guess, up the mountain? Yeah. We don't have hookshot, but we do have hammer and mirror. So I can get over to the east side of the mountain with very little effort. Well, very little. A little more effort than if I had the hookshot, I'll put it that way. But still, not bad. Okay. Give us the hammer. I did an item dash. Oh, that's 20 bucks. All right. Let's check Spiral Cave. Ow. Okay, we do Spiral Cave here for bombs. Alright. Then we do Paradox Cave to go back up and pick up the, what, like 8 items out of that. And then when we're up there, we will open up Turtle Rock, which I hope is Bombos. If it's not Bombos, then I can't do it. I'm just realizing. But if I can't open Turtle Rock, then I'll have to come back down and... Hookshot! Ooh, nice. Well, that means I can do Swamp Palace now. If I don't find a lamp here, maybe I'll do Swamp Palace. Ow. Okay, oh, ether. Never mind, I can open Turtle Rock. Blue cane, we got some money. Full heart. Heart piece. Okay, well... Yeah, I can definitely open Turtle Rock because a requirement for getting into Turtle Rock... Okay, finishing Turtle Rock is a requirement for getting the pedestal. And the pedestal has Quake, so Turtle Rock cannot be locked behind Quake. It would break game logic. Okay, bonk, bonk, open. And, oh, it's Ether. The last one I got. So it's a good thing I did those checks in that order. Now, Turtle Rock has 5 items in it, which is 1 less than Swamp Palace. So Turtle Rock should not be my priority. That said, Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny Cave are right here. And then I'll run over and I'll do Spike Cave. Then I'll save and quit out of Spike Cave and go do Swamp Palace, because I'd rather do Swamp Palace than Turtle Rock with the Dark Room. Oh, there's our last bottle. There's some money. Refill my magic while I'm here. There's 20 bucks. I'll take that. Heart piece. For another full heart. Full heart. For another full heart. And 300 bucks. Bought a little cheesecake to enjoy. Oh no! Cheesecake should never be bad. It's so good. What the hell are they doing? They had one job. That's make cheesecake. Admittedly, I've never tried to make cheesecake, so I can't even be like, I'll make you a better cheesecake. Strange process chemical taste. Ah. Weird. Just a store-bought frozen one. Well, still. That's most people's cheesecake experience, right? $20. Alright. Save and quit. I said I was going to do it. Oh, why did I go home? Okay. Before I go into Swamp Palace, I have another stupid idea. I have the powder, I have... Oh, the girl. Calling the fork guard. Fork the police. Okay. I got the powder, I got the hammer, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna do this thing. Magic Bat, you are going to be freed from your prison. Please give me a lamp. If I get the lamp, then I'm basically in go mode. Because I know where the last item I need is. The lamp! Holy shit. Okay. Good news, everyone. We can see in the dark now. Oh my god, what an absolutely trolly move. I just want to refill my health. He'll do it for free. Okay, step 1. Enter the Dark World through the portal here. We need to do this. The good news is we have the Swamp Palace, we have the hook shot, we have the mirror. I can do Specky Clip. I don't need to worry about everything. I can steal keys. I can do all my usual tricks for Swamp Palace. It's gonna be great. I can even do block deletion over here. Okay. After emptying the reservoir, we go back into the Dark World. Finding that the Dark World reservoir has also been drained, we go into the Swamp Palace and find it's full of water. Because of our actions. Okay. There's our big key, which means I can check the big chest right away. I don't really need to do that, though. Wait, I didn't even take damage from that splash. I have the best armor. Okay, we'll be stealing this key for later use. That didn't line up. What's going on here? There we go. Spanky Clip was misbehaving. You know what? I really should just be go-moding this dungeon instead of running around and getting all these things. I will avoid the left side. But since I'm already down here, I guess I'll get this. Heart piece. Well, you know what? That's one item. You know what? I may as well get this here. Fire shield. Good news, I have a bit of a shield upgrade now, at least. Okay, heart piece. Full heart. We're just grabbing those because they're there. If I was not right next to them, I would be ignoring them. Likewise with the one over here I'm going to grab. 20 bucks. Alright. Well, you know what? That's actually most of the items from the dungeon. If the boss has my last item in here, then, that's great. Yeah, there's 2 items on the left side of the dungeon. I stole a key from earlier, so I'm skipping it. We are shaving an eyeball. Our favorite Friday night activity. That was pretty slick. Heart piece. Oh my god. I got everything from the dungeon. The last 2 items, the last 2 chests to open with the map and the compass. How about that? Alright, and now we just go up and do Turtle Rock. Okay. Sure, I'll stun both of those guys. Not what I wanted to do. I want to grapple onto rocks, but it is what it is. Okay, and the... God. Part of me wants to say I can go mode Turtle Rock, but also I'm not good at that. I can never know... I never know when I can skip certain chests and when I can't. There's so many small keys in this stupid dungeon. I'm so bad at it. Alright, Turtle Rock, here we are. Hint tile, what do you got for me? A cup of tea would be nice. Yeah, sure. We have half magic. We have a whole bunch of blue potions. We're good for magic. First chest is small key. We need it. Are you funning me? Why did I switch off? I need the red cane for this room too. Okay, we've gone around. Next, we will grapple with that torch and drop ourselves in the pit, thus negating the entire premise of that puzzle. Big key. Another small key. Alright, I needed all of those chests. Sometimes I see people skip that chest on the left. If I'd done that, I'd be screwed. That small magic might have been nice. Heart piece. Oh, look at that, we got our health back. Okay. I don't need to worry about turning these anti-fairies into fairies. You know, now I think about it, you sprinkle the magic powder on the anti-fairies. They turn into little women. Oh no. I've miscalculated. There's also a couple of chickens in the village that if you sprinkle the magic powder on them, they turn into women. Taco just finished. My thought process. Is the magic powder HRT? Compass. Alright, didn't need that. I mean, it turns the dancing pickles into nerds, but like, let's be honest, have you met trans girls? I think my theory has merit. Why am I going out and around? Oh my gosh. Well, you never know. I might need a small key out of the big chest. I'm going to skip Mimic Cave. It's the silver arrows. Suddenly, I'm glad I did that. Oh boy. Didn't mean to use an arrow. It's fine. CB, I did need another small key. If that was the silver arrows, the small key would have been in the big chest. Taco left a comment. I'll be interested to see what Taco's first place comment is. For the rest of this room, I'll be holding left. And then stepping off the thing. Alright, we need one small key. And as soon as I get it, I'm going to be heading for the boss. Ow. $5. There's the map. Wah. Small key. Ow. And as I said, I'm going for the boss. Last chest, don't need her. Sartez just finished. Alright. Ah, no. No. Yeah, it's fine that I grabbed that. I am going to need to fire very few shots with these rods. Trinex, I'm coming for you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That was an extremely clean Trinex fight. Now I just gotta stand in the middle. Because this is where the last... Yeah, there's our item, and then our pendant will drop. And now we have all of the pendants, so I can go get Quake. I can't believe people are finishing this thing already. I'm like, it's a ped seed, guys. You gotta do every dungeon. Take more than 2 hours. No, I get it. They're fast. And I'm no slouch, but I'm certainly no speedrunner. I swear, the thought process on the castle guard that's just like, ooh, it's that person who's killed like 50 of my co-workers. I should go arrest them. Like, no, dude, you don't get paid enough for that. Relax, stop, get some help. Had to go appease a beast? Fair enough. And we have Quake. And with the power of Quake... Servo also just finished. With the power of Quake, I can go do Misery Mire. Which, based off of all these folks finishing early, I'm gonna go on a limb and say I might find the big key very quickly. Chicken? I swear to God. She was an animal that wanted your crackers. Oh. My animal is asleep on my bed right now. Alright, let's go ahead and do this place as quickly as we possibly can. pretty good, I think. Okay, off to the... Really? Off to the first chest. Let's find out what we got. Are you the big key? Steve is forfeited again. Small key. Alright. This is a very involved seed, I will say that much. In his defense. Are you my big key? You're a compass. I'm going around this way. I don't usually go around this way. I guess it's fine. Do things a little bit differently. Oh, right. 10 arrows. My stun prize ain't that useful. Yeah, going around the long way there. Silly of me to do, because it just brings me over here. There's my big key. Alright. You know what? I'll walk around. I'm not trying to skip to the thing. I'm just trying to get to the back to the boss room teleporter. I just need to go through here. Okay. I think the next thing I want is probably the red cane. I think I need the red cane for this room immediately. Yeah! I probably need to hit that switch. I need to hit that switch. Let's go hit that switch. I'm a little dinged up. I'll grab that health. Why not? Okay. With no cape, you know what? No? You know what? Fine. You wanted the sword, you're getting the sword. Or the arrows. You're not getting the sword. I shot more arrows than I needed to. Because his eyes were giving me the jukes. Map. I didn't even bother thinking about how many items are in here. There's only 2. Misery Mire is a trash dungeon in terms of finding items. And I found neither of them. And I needed neither of them. I basically have everything. Alright, let's get out of here and go fight Ganon's tower. Just go up and punch the tower itself. Can't even believe I needed to get everything. Oh my god. Disagreed. That hit was nonsense. Really? They were right next to each other. How did I hit one and not the other? Weird things are afoot. Okay. Run through these Lionels. I don't need to worry about them. It is funny. Back in the day, I would probably have stopped to fight both of those guys. All three of those guys. Yeah, but as you play more of this, you're like, I don't need to kill everything. They're not going to follow me. I can just run past. The fact that those enemies only exist on Dark Death Mountain in that one spot tells me they're probably not Ganon's goons. They might just be wildlife. I don't know. 20 bucks. Heart piece. Alright. Let's check the left side. Bonk. Left side is small key. Hit that. And that. And through we go. Hook shot again. Bonk off of there. Let's check these 4 chests here. Bombs. Big key. Alright, good news. Small key. I want these guys' stun prize. And another small key. You know what? That's fine. It's fine. We need small keys for the climb. We've replenished our arrow supply. And we have the big key. We're good to go. Probably didn't do that room great, but whatever. Saku just finished. Oh my gosh. I'm way behind. It's just me and, I mean, Kara's still going. And Steve forfeited, so... me and Kara. She's pretty good. I am in good company in the still running the race category. Do not want to accidentally use this. Stalfos was extremely annoying. These guys will be a little bit better, I hope. Oh, a little bit. And Fire up. Oh my god, oh my god. Give me health back. I'm injured. You know what? In terms of Graboids 2, that's a respectable fight. I need the red cane. I'll take that full magic. Run through these guards on the bridge. And red cane again right here. Well, no. See, you're not wrong, because the Graboids are the monsters in Tremors, right? Oh, you didn't watch the second one, did you? Oh man. Okay, yeah. They don't name them until the second movie. We did? Did we really watch that many Tremors movies? Why am I grabbing chests? Oh man, okay. I know for a fact I have not watched past the 4th Tremors movie. Why am I grabbing chests? Oh, I was referencing the movie, so you're at least not wrong to think that I'm at least doing that. Yeah, oh my god, yeah. First movie, they show up. It's the thing. $20. Second movie, they show up in Mexico, and the gang gets paid to go hunt some Graboids in Mexico. Third movie, there's a few more that show up back at the hometown. One of them's albino. And the 4th movie is a prequel, and then I have not seen any of the subsequent sequels. Ow. 1 hit. 3 hits. I need 6 altogether. 5 hits. Just 1 more. There we go. He's dead. Now I get to go fight Ganon. Fully armed with everything other than the cape. Aw, no cape for Ganon. Normally I love using the cape on Ganon. I did see a few episodes of the TV series for Tremors, but nothing of it has stuck other than the time that a bunch of Shriekers attacked, like, a museum of firearms, and Burt Gummer had to arrange, like a musket line. It was silly. You gotta be in the next phase. Oh, Kara just finished. How did you get that bat out? Silly pig. Ganon, stay put. I don't want to get hit by that bat. My phone did the thing I mentioned earlier. Ganon? I'm just sitting here and I hear it vibrate and I'm like, why? Ugh! I got distracted. Alright, well there's my Ganon fight. Not great. Taking last place of the folks who finished. But you know what? 2 hours is about normal time for me, and the fact that I've had to do every dungeon is very whatever. The lamp was on Magic Bat. Let me hit that done button. I was like, I have the powder, I have the hammer. I don't want to do Turtle Rock without a lamp. I think it was Magic Bat anyway. I'll need to consult the footage, but I'm relatively sure it was Magic Bat because I was like... I did Swamp Palace, and then I was like, I don't want to do Turtle Rock without having a lamp, so I'm going to check the last other check I can do down here. I did so much stuff in this seed. Oh my god. I think the only major source of checks that I didn't do was Ganon's Tower. And obviously I didn't fight Aghanim the first time either. Just second form. But yeah, what an absolutely dickish place to put the lamp. Because I don't remember where I got the powder, but it was like... It wasn't early, I'll put it that way. The wavy coin sleeps again forever. Pedestal seed, oh my god. What are the notes? Taco said, 5 dungeon, no lamp, go mode for the win. Okay. Servo says, I really regret choosing not to do Pyramid Catfish after beating Pod for Go. Nice rod. Oh. Yeah, I did Catfish way early. I was like, there's stuff up in the north, I want to check it. And also I knew there was another sword over there, so I was like, I'll get Gold Sword while I'm doing Catfish. Thought process. My Sprite by Roo. Now we got the special thanks. There's Saku's name right in the special thanks section. And my important stuff. First sword, 5 minutes. Flute, 1 minute and 46 seconds. Mirror, 25 minutes. 3 boss kills with the Master Sword, 1 with the Tempered Sword, and then 8 with the Gold Sword, because once I knew where it was, I prioritized getting it. 1,000 damage taken, 1,200 magic used, 57 bonks, 7 saves and quits. No deaths, no fairy revivals. I am at least consistent on not dying. Oh, almost 3 minutes spent in menus, and 8.5 spent lagging. 176 out of 216, 159.38, or in real terms, 2 hours, 1 minute, 20 seconds. Respectable time. I don't mind that. Yeah, do I want to leave a comment? At this point, I think everybody's probably bailed out of the room. So, I will not be leaving a comment. Maybe I'll leave a comment. I prioritized Catfish because I wanted that sword upgrade. Good call. Alright. And that is, I guess, where we say goodnight to YouTube. YouTube, good night. For you it is Monday. Come back 2 days. It will be Wednesday. And there will be Fallout.